You guys know very well, the green screen, that 1.36 Byzantium King of Kings DLC are bringing a lot of changes to this nation. Well, I've got a lot of comments from you almost begging me for a guide for Byzantium. Well, I recorded a 1 hour long video on this nation, and honestly guys, I think that's one of my favorite campaigns I've did in the last 6 years of doing content on YouTube, if not even the best one. You better guys fasten your seatbelts, because this is gonna be a hell of a ride from 1444 towards 1512. And guys, we've got a challenge, because at 120,000 subscribers, so we're lacking only 8,000 right now, I plan to do 3 months as Zlewikk without going hard. So you better hit that subscription button and let's get to this challenge. As you can see and remember from my dev diary video, Byzantium in 1.36 and King of Kings is a bit changed. We start with Bessarabia, which used to be a province of the Ottomans. The mission tree is completely new and huge, while receiving many negative modifiers. So the start is harder, it's tougher, but at the same time we are getting weapons to fix that and make the country even stronger than you could do in the previous patches. So you're getting 4 provinces at the very start. From KoK, you see this negative missionary strength versus heretics, Trans of the True Faith. From Eugenis we are getting minus 10% reinforced speed, assault ability minus 25% and minus 15% more of armies, making it close to impossible to win the Ottomans. We'll see. Some people might think about that. And finally from Emperor Y, you're getting plus 200 shipbuilding time, which is killing the old strategy, as well as negative global trade power, trade efficiency, other modifiers, but at least we're getting mercenary cost. And this mercenary cost, together with some other bonuses that we're gonna get, is gonna be the key of winning the first war of the Ottomans. Another note, if we go straight to the privileges and we hover over this, you'll see that we have actually a chance of negating this shipbuilding time by getting our relations with Venice and Genoa up to 50. You see, it's minus 5 with Genoa and minus 30 with Venice, so it's doable with both. Just it's very RNG based, because Genoa might rival you in 1444, which of course didn't happen here. So this is the biggest probably RNG part of your starter as Byzantium. Rivals, especially rivals of the Ottomans, because potentially you could get Hungary and Poland to help you warring with the Ottomans if they both rival them. But just for the cost of this guide, I'll only focus on allying smaller nations. Pope, Albania, Georgia, Serbia, maybe Wallachia, and not Poland and Hungary. I might ally them, but after the war of the Ottomans. My first step is to remove fort in Moria. We'll get one in Corinth a bit later. Start transferring our troops to Corinth itself. Change our focus to military and take a military advisor for the discipline. This unlocks our mission reinforce Constantinople, which allow us to ask Serbia for money, but I'm not gonna click it, because how much they're gonna give us might depend on our relationship. So that's why we're gonna try allying them over time. Could I get a diplomatic? No diplomatic reputation here, but I'll get one from our estates. So as for the estates, I'll take admin mana, yearly patriarchal authority, diplomatic reputation, as well as institutionalized KoK, which allows me to take 5 patriarchal authority flat from a decision from time to time. From the military, I want them build points, manpower, supremacy over the crown, as well as general. Finally, from Emperor Wa, I want to take prestige. I cannot take 1% loans, and I think that's gonna be it for now. Maybe a bit more just to increase their equilibrium. That definitely hurts a lot. I will simply go, I hate it. I will simply go for free enterprise. Now, with this done, I can go ahead and sell titles and seize land. I cannot take loans, so I have to sell titles to get some funds early on. Summon the Diet, which is all about deving. I'll go about deving Diplo points in Bessarabia, and let's take the 2 decisions. One for the general, which is 3 for 3, but only 1 siege. About this 2, also 1 siege, and also the Patriarchal treaties. So I have already 5, and it's gonna keep increasing. Keep in mind that there's a very important mission here. Church in distress. If I take my first icon, I can double its modifier for 15 years. So if you're lucky and get an event for another 5 early on, or just wait a couple of years to get it up to 10, you might get additional 10% discipline from this. Or you can use it for the different cases, which I'll probably do in this run. Now, the impending doom, you see, it requires me to have one of this. So 2 allies, army size, or bigger army than 10,000. And that's gonna give us 10% more of armies, plenty of permaclaims. And as you can see, if I'm allied to Pope, it will also give us Union of the Churches, which is 15% mercenary cost. So, one of the important notes to start with here is to improve relations with Pope. As mentioned, improve relations with Serbia, and with my 3rd diplomat, I'll wait to declare the war on Epirus. With the money that I got, I'm gonna start recruiting free company. 12th of December, I can go ahead and attack Epirus. We have to do that as fast as possible, because otherwise they might find some allies. So before I do that, I'm gonna... too bad I cannot rival Epirus. So let's just do that. What if I release Bulgaria first? Because I plan to release Bulgaria anyway. It might need a month tick, but it's fine. Bulgaria obviously has plenty of cores that I'm gonna use against the Ottomans. And that's also some extra force limit that we should receive after a month tick. And about that, I'm also gonna just reduce the autonomy in these provinces, which is fine. This is 12 now. And let's see the rivals. The rivals are gonna be not Venice and not Genoa. So let's do Crimea, Tunis, and Moldavia. Then I'm gonna ally Serbia for the event that I mentioned to you, and declare immediately as reconquest on Epirus. Now I can start improving relations with Genoa to build our ships much faster. The first event we are getting is about Union of the Churches, so I could, revoke that privilege, but I would lose the mercenary cost. I would gain plus 25% mercenary cost, which we don't want. That will also break our relations with all of the Catholics in Europe. We don't want that. We want to vassalize Epirus. This fleet is gonna be of huge use. So on the 9th of February, yeah, we just let them run away. Obviously, we'll keep our fleet here to siege them faster, but we don't want to kill them. And in the meantime, as I kill their army, you can just turn off the armies and start making money. To improve my relations a bit faster with Venice and Genoa, I can go here, start collecting from trade. Because let's see, it's gonna work on Genoa. And I also have to start collecting here. I should have done that earlier, but actually until today I did not think about this in any of my test runs. So if I change this to improve relations, that's gonna start improving relations with Genoa a bit faster. And I'm gonna do the same here to get that on Venice. I honestly think it's not worth to do it on Venice. It's gonna be too slow, so I'm just gonna focus on doing that on Genoa to just decrease the shipbuilding time by 100%, which is gonna be already a lot. To do that, I can go ahead to one of the rivals of Genoa, which is Crimea. It's also my rival. I just go on Serra's Confer Insult. This makes it 50. So now when I try building ships, it's not gonna... Does it need a month tick? Yeah, it's taking much less time, especially in Constantinople. I'm gonna start building galleys everywhere. And you see they're gonna be finished in December 1447. That's when I want to attack the Ottomans. So if relations with Genoa improved, I will start improving relations with Georgia and Albania, as these two countries are very important to ally for the war. Georgia, because they are a great tanker. Look, they have 100%, 50% defensiveness on this province, while Albania, obviously for Skanderbeg. With this siege dam, I can go ahead and take Artites, our core, and make sure that these guys become our subject. Take full money, we keep the fleet this way. Of course they are disloyal, but I can just go ahead to Eugenes and take the strong duchies, which increases my relations limit and makes all of these guys accept Epirus loyal. I'll just of course start improving relations with them a bit later. It's fine, it's not like super required. And let's see, can we ally Pope? 4262, just need to get them friendly. It might take time, it's fine. Just in the meantime, ally Georgia. And in a second also... Ooh! Okay, I'll have to do the Serbia mission and then ally Albania. Albania is more important than Serbia long term because Serbia has truce with Ottomans until 1449, so they're useless. Obviously, Knights are raiding us, and honestly, in all of the test runs I did, they were raiding before I could ever ally. Even that's not why I did not even try making the alliance here. They see, actually here they would ally me, so it's my fault, but it's fine. Now I want to go ahead and take the reinforced Constantinople mission and ask Serbians for help. Let's see how much they're gonna give us. 146 ducats for now. Not much luck, even though it's 106 of relations, they gave me like 40 ducats. But it's fine, I can stop improving relations with them now and dissolve the alliance. I'm sorry, but I prefer Albania over you much more. With 3rd diplomat now, I could start improving relations with Hungary, but as told you, I want to defeat the Ottomans without them. That's why I already started using these diplomats to build spine on the Ottomans. And I'll change here in March to get spy network construction instead of improved relations. By the way, with all of these subjects and decreased autonomy, I have 14 of force limit, so I'm not losing any money for being over it, and I'm gonna lose less money once I declare one of the Ottomans. Deving Corinth twice. Just get the dev cost here. Check. And check with mill points. So that's of course not the best. But deving Corinth twice is gonna give me an opportunity to build a castle in Corinth, which is gonna help me decrease devastation all around. Moldavia becoming a subject of Poland, I can make Ottomans my rival, and it's mainly thanks to all of the subjects that are increasing my force limit. Campaigning to Thessaly allows me to either get siege ability and 1 skill for Constantinos, but the cost is just too high. 150 mil points, I can just increase his skill by 1. That's good enough for me. I was saying something about RNG for patriarchal authority. Well, this is already 6%. So I got 11. And I could use it to get this mission and 10% discipline, but I'm only gonna leverage it for 5% discipline. I'm not gonna take this mission yet, I'm gonna leave it for like 1490, 1482. Guys, don't make me restart this game. This is also a lucky event. Excellent minister, which is either Guthrie Form, Prestige and Admin, or 100 meal points and Army Tradition. So this is pretty much negating the meal points I spent on deving Corinth up to 8. So I have a funny situation here. It's 1447 and Ottomans still did not declare anyone. They should attack Kandar or Dukadir by now, or even Trebizond. Trebizond is also a very often first war target of the Ottomans. First galley is being finished, and that allows me finally to build something. And I'm gonna start with building a Palace Guard, which is a very interesting, unique merc company for Byzantium that, as you can see, does not cost force limit to maintain. That's the general is terrible. I could have like better luck with it. I was looking for the generals. They are like totally terrible. I don't have any general of more than 2 siege that I can recruit. I cannot recruit this guy. Or any general of good stats. 4 to 5 is the best I'm having here. Obviously, with that merc company recruited, my income is fine. So I'm not paying anything for being over the force limit. So I can just go ahead and ally Pope thanks to this now. They wouldn't help me against the Ottomans like ever, so it doesn't matter that I'm allying them so late. But that allows me to click this, with Union of the Churches giving us additional 15% mercenary cost. And False Despots is gonna give me 75 Diplo points and plenty of claims around here for the future. Naples is still a junior part of Aragon, but at one point they might release them. And finally, this mission, once I employ 1 more merc stack, is gonna give me 10% merc cost and merc discipline. At this point, I'm ready to attack the Ottomans. I'm simply waiting for them to attack someone because I don't want this 16,000 here. I want them to go and attack Kandar, Crimea Alliance, or Trebizond, or Tulkadir. Byzantine merchants evade taxes. That would make Emperor very disloyal, and additional minuses to the privilege. I lose trade efficiency instead, or I revoke the privilege but I lose the merc cost, which I want to keep. Let's just take money instead. You see, Hungary wants to ally us, but anyway, I'm not gonna use them against the Ottomans. It's just maybe for the future. There it goes. Ottomans attacked Tulkadir, which means that they're at war with Kandar and Durkadil only. Let's turn on our forts, turn on our army, recruit another merc stack, which is gonna be the one with 2 siege, so Levent. That's gonna make us 16 on 14 force limit. See, that's almost nothing, because keep in mind, the Palace Guard does not count towards the force limit. So as we are on the peak of our manpower, I'm gonna go ahead and recruit another 3,000 of manpower troops. I'm gonna consolidate them for war. That gives us defense in depth, which is under mercenary constant discipline, which I mentioned to you. So now these mercs are having 5%, 15% discipline. That should make it much easier. Self-titles. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go for the stability, but emperors are gonna hurt. You see, Georgia does not really want to help us because of their attitude and that. It's fine, we have to deal with this war only with Albania, which is one of the hardest runs I've had. Because I had scenarios where I did Hungary, I even did Poland, Wallachia, Georgia was in most of them, but not here, which is fine. I have 24,000 troops, as you can see. Declare war on the Ottomans. So the ships are ready. It's gonna be Reconquest. I'll go for Tirhala because that's an easy war goal and we need an easy war goal here. Let's set up the promises of interest, just to make sure that these are marked. Declare the war, call it Albanian promise their land. See, the quantity of troops is just still on their side. And now, all of the mercs, these guys are called Levants, are attaching to Levants. So I've got 13k going to Selanik. My manpower troops will be saving manpower and staying around. My carpet sieging all of the provinces around here. You see, my spy network on the Ottomans is giving me 12% siege ability. And I'm lacking one ship to barrage the walls, which I don't want to do anyway because this tech is more important. We don't want that to be taken after the Ottomans. But we know what I will try doing. I'm gonna try stealing some ship from the Ottomans by destroying the fleet. Nothing captured, but I've got chance increased now for the next battle. Let's see. Fingers crossed, guys. I just need like 1 or 2 ships, depending which ships we're gonna take over. We captured 1 galley. A bit lucky. And that 1 galley, guys, I'm almost sure is gonna be enough to be able to breach walls. Of course, they're sieging down Constantinople. The siege ability is crazy. So let's go and get defensive edict. Yeah, they immediately got the Wars of Constantinople event, which is decreasing the defensiveness. I'll breach walls in this one fort. 50 points should be enough that I can invest here. The looming catastrophe is also event that you get when you at war with the Ottomans. It's either stability. I have it, so I don't need more. For defense or morale of armies. I'm gonna leverage morale of armies. So even though I have this minus 15% from the event, you see that I have many other modifiers that are balancing it out, and my morale is 2.8. And I can increase it even further by taking this privilege, expansion is zealotry. So now my morale is 2.9%. Why at war I will start building spy rock on Ragusa. You'll see after war why. Siege of Selanik took us 200 days. If I had a better siege general, it would be even faster. But it's fine, we have to get ready to fight in Constantinople now. Let's just make sure to go all the way around. Come on, attach to me, my subjects. I need your troops. So we need to fight in Constantinople before Ottomans finish off Kandar, which is gonna happen soon. Just get all of my resources ready for that. Giovanni Giustiniani is giving me manpower and sailors and a general that is not really useful. It's also part of the Ottoman war, it's not like super RNG. Let's go on this stack and see what we can achieve. Skanderbeg is late, but I think I should be able to win here. Although they took technology.
No! God, please, no! No!
A few months before us. That is not good. And they also have a hand 10% discipline. If I had Skanderbeg day 1, it would be easy. Let's take guys from the... Yeah, I should win it. But we really need technology ASAP. As mentioned, I'll take the manpower troops and start consolidating them already. And start with removing this 400 troops. We have to start decreasing the negative balance. Obviously, my mercs are gonna focus on siege down Gelibolu, and I should get easily the technology before they come back. Breaching walls is not helping, but it's fine. Ottomans ceased paying tribute. It is something that they're also getting. It's not linked to the war of the Ottomans, but I either get 100 ducats from Ottomans, or I get 50 diplo points. let's try getting this 100 ducats. I'm really interested if that's even possible. Looks like they refused, which was very likely to happen. And they should get rebels, I think, in exchange. So see, I can invest 2,000 manpower to spawn 21,000 rebels in Edirne, but I'm taking Edirne myself, so I'm gonna just choose the second option. To save money, I'm gonna give Fort of Selanik in the hands of Athens. This way I'm not paying for maintenance of this fort, and my balance is at this point only -4, which is completely fine. I just have 2 loans. That happens very rarely, but Hungary attacked Plochne very fast, which is minimizing my expansion route there for after the Ottoman War, but it's fine. At this point I really don't need the fort in Corinth anymore. Let me just destroy this castle, save more money. So if technology app to be taken next month. From now, I'm already allowing Ottomans to cross. And I want them to cross because these are easy battles with a good technology. And that's gonna be a lot of war score, because the more you're over your first limit, the more war score you're getting from the battles. There they go, on 7th of July. They'll cross. Just make sure to block the strait. Get my troops ready. So, the current combat width is 20. So this is 12,000 as well as this is 17,000. Yeah, okay. Send these guys all in. Remember, my allies probably don't have the technology, so they're of no use. Same as these guys and these guys, yeah. So I need to start going in with as much of our army as possible, but with slow and steady reinforcements. You see that it's not really that hard of a battle. This stupid Kandar is blocking the strait, which will not allow Ottomans to cross. Ideally, we want them to start crossing, just to cut them off. You'll see that will not happen. But still, this battle, if you take a look, this is 7 war score. And they actually lost much more troops. And yeah, I could have stuck with this army, but now they are down to 7,000. So it's still not that bad for result. Just make sure to consolidate these guys. Again, nothing much to consolidate here. And let's send our mercs to siege down Kocaeli, where the manpower troops will be carpet sieging around here. Ottomans are just suicidal. I keep fighting some additional battles. Of course, my allies' troops are useless, so this battle is more even than it should be, but it's, yeah, a bit more of extra war score. This is it. I'm piecing out Ottomans, taking all of this cores for myself. Ohrid to have access to Serbia. These 4 promises to going to Bulgaria. And now, before I peace out, let's turn off forts in Shugla and Kocaeli. Obviously, take this to Byzantium. So maybe I'll have even more war score available. Yeah, I have a few more war score available. Just take a bit more of money. 660 ducats. That's more than our debt. I have pretty much no debt. We could take provinces instead of that money. How much debt we have? Well, honestly, I prefer to take just enough to repay the debt, and then instead I'll take more provinces for Bulgaria. Let's take Vidin. And let's take Tirnovo. Normally I would wait for a month tick, so the forts will load slower, but I need to make a claim on Ragusa. So this is the last day to peace out. Send this. Back these guys here. Create claim on Ragusa immediately. Now, this gives me reverse downfall, which gives me all of these claims, monthly war exhaustion, diplomatic reputation, and other stuff. Thank you so much. And I should be able now to go for repair the army, which just requires me to have level 2 advisor. Take this guy for a day. Repair the army, which is taking down all of these negative modifiers. I will later take back the discipline guy. And now ideally he wants to attack Ragusa, but let's see if Ottomans are strong enough to defend them. They are! Yes! But yeah, I also have to wait for the Casus Belli, so we might wait a month after all. It's fine. Can I see that? I can't, but at least the count is above 10% now. Come on! Give me the Casus Belli, Ragusa. Give me the Casus Belli. Yeah, I have to wait a month. The Phoenix rises, of course. Okay. Now, declare, not on Venice, declare on Ragusa. That gets us back into the war with the Ottomans. Ottoman army is some far away. Who does something has 70 defenders. Kojal has 160 defenders. So that should be very easy. Just take a look. This I can take down immediately. 160 defenders. Rush this down. Who does something? As it has less than 100 defenders, it's gonna go down automatically within one siege tick. So in the next 32 days. These two guys will go to Shugla now to rush this fort as well. And these few actions give me 50% war score on the Ottomans, which is enough to take additional 500 ducats, war reparations, and that's also a shorter truce. Instead of 15 years of truce, I end up with 8 years of truce, and also 800 ducats in our pocket, which is still 600 after repaying all of the loans. Now that we are ready, I'll go straight after Serbia to take over their gold mine. I also don't really need alliance with Albania anymore. Conquest of these provinces, let me change this to trade, allows me to consecrate Metropolitan, which makes it 10% here. One of the new mechanics that we've got that is new is landing a Pronoia. They're gonna decrease your force limit and give you other negative modifiers. They're gonna get lots of positive modifiers, but in exchange, they're gonna be super successful. You're gonna be able to annex them when their monarch dies. Monarch, this guy is 20 years old, so I could land a Pronoia here, but yeah, I think Bulgaria should be a good country to do that. Land a Pronoia, see all of the modifiers, they are still loyal, and you see retract right to inheritance is what I was mentioning. So if I get their liberty desire below 15, and their next monarch dies, I'm gonna annex them for free, without any negative modifiers and without paying a single diplo point. I'm gonna leverage that in this campaign a lot. In the meantime, from these troops, let's see how it looks like. I'm gonna remove Lavens. So now I'm not anymore over the force limit. And with the rest of the troops, let's get straight to Serbia. This event, on the other hand, should have fired much earlier. This is about Ottomans getting bonuses on my forts. Stability hurts a bit. Improving it cost me just 90 anyway. You see, Bulgaria is a bit disloyal now because apparently when I made them my Pronoia, I've lost like 40% liberty desire I was giving to them, like decreased liberty desire for the fact that I gave them so many provinces. Which is something I did not know, it wasn't noted anywhere. But I can fix it at least a bit by increasing our trust. So it's 61 over time, I'll be fixing that this way, and well, once I give them more provinces, it won't be big of a problem. With more loyalty and influence of Peru, I can cancel the privilege that is increasing our shipbuilding time. Goodbye. Oh, this is a bit lucky. We've got Byzantine separatists in Rhodes, which happen from time to time, but usually Rhodes have strong enough army to defeat them, but sometimes they do not pay for it, and this happens. Fully annexing these two nations, I could have gotten more from Bosnia, if not Hungary, but this is fine. Aggressive expansion is nothing. Crownland should increase a bit to 13. Start calling these provinces because they're going to ourselves. And that gives me a mission, Vengeance on Bar, which is permaclaims on Balkans and Carniola. It's also stab cost, gaff capacity, and Reconquest of Serbia event. It is giving me a choice for co-creation cost, years of separation and Milmana, or monthly autonomy change, aggressive expansion impact, and Eugenesis loyalty equilibrium. And now let's see. Naples. If they weren't in a union, I would go into Italy and I would use the expansion impact. As they're not, I'm not so sure what to take. I think AE impacts still be useful, because we want to go and expand into Italy. Let's just... staff choice! This is also longer, this is 30 years. Let's go for co-creation cost. Why at peace, you see, Austria is very likely to ally us. Same for Muscovy. As I'm finding new allies, I'm over my relations limit. I'm gonna get rid of useless allies, which is Pope, as well as Georgia. Byzantium has their own naval doctrine, which is galley combat and ship disengagement chance. 138 ducats is fine, I still have lots of funds. A new champion of the just. Huge legitimacy and prestige cost for a 100 tradition general. Let's try it. That's the worst 100 tradition general I've seen in my life. 1-1-5. Now before I start annexing Athens, because I can do that after 10 years since the game passed, you take this. I'm not gonna lose diplomatic reputation when I send a subject, but on the other hand, it's 15% liberty desire of subjects. Not sure if it's worth taking, but I will take it. It will be really easy if only I did not lose it. I think that's a bug that I've lost this Liberty Desire modifiers on Bulgaria. That shouldn't happen. That was unfair, but I make them loyal again, don't worry. Tick. And it should also make these guys a bit more loyal, and I can consecrate Metropolitan in this state. As it has enough development, 30, I can take Peloponnesian Renaissance, which is giving me 90 support in this state. See, it's 90, 90, 90, 90. This is growing a little bit. I can just go ahead and dev it. Tick, tick. And tick. Now its present is gonna grow super fast around here. My rule dies, which is giving me some negative modifiers. Pretender Rebels. Just another normal day in 4, 5, 6. This is gonna get on it from fast because my rule is 50 years old.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
Let's pull this back once I get rid of the overextension. And 16,000 rebels in Constantinople. Let's get some help. With inflation reduction and trade efficiency advisors, I'm aiming to get radical reforms, which will be 200 Admiral and 200 Diplomat. Of course, we intend to have this long, so I'm counting on a bit of luck. Let's score Dardania, which is obviously a gold mine. I'm gonna go ahead and develop with a few Diplo points that we already have, which should get us 2.5 of income from gold, so it's 15 of income in total. Venice just started supporting the independence of Bulgaria, and this is a good timing because I was about to declare a war on them anyway. We have 4 more years anti-intrusive Ottomans and should be enough, I hope, to handle this. Hungary was gonna help us. I was thinking about Austria, but it's just taking too much time. Let's go for conquest of Ragusa. And let's have some fun. First guarantee reform I'm gonna take is reform the pronoia system, which is giving me ability to create client states and a limit of pronoias of +2. Let's see, because Venice thinks that they can win off with me on the navy, but they have 5 galleys, I have 17. Are you sure about that? At least they are stopping me from landing in Creta. I think they're winning on the quantity of troops. Let's run away for now. Fix the ships and try again. Let's try again, Mr. Venice. I will most probably lose that again, but I want to keep hurting their ships, and if they do not repair after some battles, I'll be winning. For now, I killed 1 galley. And why am I to this war?
I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move.
And I have to do it fast. I'm gonna attack Albania, because they are allied to Hungary and protected by Venice. Neither of them can help. Hungary might be pissed out soon if it goes this way. That's why I have to hurry up here. That's just in tournament, so the event that can happen to anyone, I think, at least in Europe, is plus 10% morale in the cost of like some splendor money. Round 3. I think the biggest difference is general. I have 1 free admiral, they have 2 free 4. Oh, do you see this morale here? Yes, they are certainly not fixing their ships and staying in this battlefield until the end. This is the end of their fleet. This is the freaking end of the fleet. And with Spalato down, that is just rip. I'm gonna actually go and try helping Hungary now because I don't want them to be separate pissed before I siege them Albania. And this is ultra bad for Venice. That's a wipe. Okay, so the troops are down to 0. Let's go. I'm actually in a funny situation where I can piece out Venice before piecing out Albania. But soon I will piece up both at the same time. Let's just already start getting these guys home to prepare for the war against the Ottomans. From Venice I'm taking all of these provinces. Creta costs a bit too much, so I'm taking this. And most importantly, humiliating them as a rival, because I need that for Age of Discovery bonus. Just go ahead and do this. I probably should have taken installation before piecing out. It's out of AA in Europe, so I'm gonna pause my expansion here and focus on here now. There go the radical reforms, so I can cancel this 2 advisors, take 400 mana, and take these 2 advisors. Again, especially that the trade guy is 50% cheaper, which I should probably leverage to get him level 2. You know, guys, I decided that I'm gonna take this loans and embrace the institution, so I became a great power number 3 immediately. And the truce of the Ottomans is ending in 1 year. Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt. I need to get rid of this privilege SAP. To do that, I need 5 provinces with temples. and not being allied to any Catholics. First thing is happening as we've got institution Constantinople enough development that is giving us price of gems increased by 25%, local goods price modifier and trade value modifier. So now 21.07, 21.74. Integrate Galata allows me to get rid of a modifier in this province. Genoese colony in Galata with local trade power decreased a lot. With this, I'm gonna get tax and production. We gotta get our trading income to 7 now to get rid of this. And of course, a comet. Let's just go ahead and boost it for 100 points. This piece of the Ottomans is super tricky. I need all of these promises for my mission, which is super important. I need this 2 for another mission. And ideally, I would like to take Denizli to release Germian and Amasya to release Eretna, because these two have just too many cores to skip this. I will leave Bulgarian provinces for later. Few important things to be done now. First of all, mission. Asia Minor is changing Smyrna culture to Greek, and it's gonna start changing cultures of provinces in here in Anatolia to Greek. Claims Perma on Anatolia, Theodora, Matrega, and Kaffa. Now I will start building Spinator on the Mamluks, because I will want to attack them soon as well at Tech 6. I will go ahead and start annexing Epirus in next month. If this guy is annexed, I can go ahead and release Eretna as well as Germian. So I'll be leveraging these two guys in the next war against the Ottomans, and that will be probably also my Pronoias, but I need to deal with Bulgaria first. Mr. Bulgaria, how's your loyalty? Yeah, that's what I thought. I will be fixing that, don't worry. I will go ahead and take Tech 5 from admin, which unlocks me the first idea group. I think do religious, it's good roleplay for Byzantium, and admin for the core creation cost. I don't have diplo points really to go for diplomatic, but maybe I'll go for diplomatic. Mamluks are actually just declared on the Ottomans, which is super good. Less war score to spend on getting this provinces, and that's all. I have castles building them already, but it would be better if we had a direct border. As I'll be having a slight of a break, I think it's a good moment to go ahead and start removing some autonomy in our provinces. We gotta skip scaling. France is really weird this campaign. They are at Hungary, they are at Genoa, and about that, I will be breaking my alliance with Hungary. Let's maybe just use the favors one last time for ducats. Yeah, I want to conquer these provinces. And I will anyway have to cancel my alliances with Catholics to get rid of the useless privilege that is causing so many rebels. With 7 of trade income, how much it is to be exact, 7.7, I can end the Latin favors, which is gonna remove the merit cost. But also trade efficiency, global trade power, and modifiers are gonna be added for 30 years. Yeah, that hurts, but long term, we need that. Icons and Michael has been forgotten, but I don't need Discipline Empire anymore, so just go for improved relations and aggressive expansion impact. The question is, do you want to leverage the double icon bonus? Maybe not yet. I dev'd Bulgaria a few times with my meal points, which I had, in order to get them below 15 of loyalty. This is good news that my ruler just died, because soon I'll get 4, 5, 6. And this allows me to have them one more time. Unfortunate. Retract right to inheritance. Suspension. The next time the ruler dies, I'm gonna annex them. But the question is it when the regency ends or the ruler dies? Either way is fine for us. With everything prepared here, I need click Y to have 60 loyalty. Oh, I'm getting a bit bored here, so I'm gonna leave Free Company to deal with the rebels, while my 21,000 stack is gonna deal with the Mamluks. Just get the fleet, because we can D1 remove the fleet of the Mamluks. Clear Y, clear Y, clear Y. Yes. Now, remove Alliance with Austria for a month. And Union of the Churches, which allows me to start converting this soon. I have to accept Turkish culture temporarily, right? Because it's gonna be converted by the events over time, but it's gonna help. Then I have to re-ally Austria and go after the Mamluks. Oh yeah, Regency had to end, and see we inherited Bulgaria. No diplo points cost Nobly just, you know, I did not manage to get these 3 provinces, but I have perma claims. I'll get them in the next war. So now with Bulgaria inherited, I can go ahead and make both Germian and Eretna my pronoias. And once I feed them in the next war with the Ottomans with more provinces, I'm gonna also retract the rights for inheritance. This is the army quality of the Mamluks. Just wipes. Since Syria is still not annexed, I'm just gonna take these provinces in the peace deal. For Alexander down next month. Cheaper advisor. Yes. Though I'm really looking for missionary strength now, because I'm converting the provinces around here. So what I will do, I'll take only these few provinces, which is, you know, 3 trade centers and also an estuary. And that is just to maximize my trade income, and this will be added to my trade company. Yep, there it goes. That shouldn't be also long of a truce because it's only 11 years. Just go ahead for this. Add all this promises to trade company. I just take a look. Yeah, that's... There goes our ruler. Much better mana generation. Promote the Emperor requires me to have a marketplace, develop and trade power in Constantinople. It's gonna upgrade the trade building here. 50 trade power, local dev cost, local trade power. Okay, this is all lovely. I think I'm gonna go for the double AE bonus now from this, from the icon. So this is now giving us 50 improved relations and 20 as expansion impact. I should also go for this soon and embrace the golden era. And I believe my truce with Hungary ends in November, so I'm going straight after them. Keep in mind France is not gonna help them. We have to attack immediately. Alliance with Russia is also giving me 25 patriarch authority and improved relations with the other Orthodox countries. And recover authority is giving me, that's a huge. Unlock legitimation of the dynasty. Estate privilege for KoK. So it costs 1 patriarch authority, but it gives me what? Tolerance, prestige, autonomy. Constantly gets the tax building upgraded. KoK gets loyalty, and I'm getting reformed Byzantine monarchy, which I believe does not cause the rebels when your ruler is changing. Culture conversion costs, yes, separatist monthly autonomy change. Let's go ahead for this. There goes the golden era. This is indeed a golden era in the Byzantine Empire history. In the meantime, time for the flagship. It's gonna be a trade ship with ship trade power, fleet morale and engagement with. Brilliant diplomat is another gas expansion impact. We gotta expand a lot now. Starting with taking all of these provinces from Hungary. See, I guess expansion is more than fine, and this is improving 4.4 yearly. From here I'll release subject, which is Transylvania, as they obviously have course on around the place, and the rest is going into our hands. I'll probably just feed Transylvania with Temesh. So this way I'll be... and Severin, so this way I will end up below a handover extension. And let's just go ahead and enforce religion on them. This mission here requires me to do 20 death clicks, so I need 9 more. I'm super ahead of build points. So how about, yeah, these guys are not loyal, so but it's fine. How about we go ahead and leverage this in a couple of provinces. 38, these are costing much more. Is this still the cheapest? Yeah, Macedonia is still the cheapest province to develop. Do we need like 1 more dev click? 2 more dev clicks. Same can be done in here. Tick, tick, tick. Tarnished state is giving me national manpower for 20 years as well as good pros modifier. This mission, economic independence, requires me to have 80 trade power in Constantinople, which is super easy. I have 77%. Let's just send this fleet to protect trade there instead of Alexandria. In exchange, I'm getting trade efficiency for 15 years. So, you know, I already have around 44 of income and I keep scaling that. Looks like Poland declared to the Ottomans. Do they want to take Nigobolu? We might end up fighting Poland, but it's fine. Gotta leverage the AE impact modifiers to go ahead and attack Venice. For the conquest of Zara, see that we gotta allow me to reset our truce with Hungarians. Just anyway, first I have to focus on getting All of this province is occupied for ourselves, so Austria does not try to snake it from us. The third deploy ideas is also good progress modifier. My tier 3 has a unique reform for Byzantium that's restore the master of offices. Statesman advisor will now provide autonomy. I don't need it. No, it's super useless for us. How about we go instead for the reform progress growth? War with Venice allows me to separate peace Genoa for these two provinces and also break the alliance with France. Since I had cores here, see, I don't have any negative modifiers, I don't have to make it a core. Now from Venice itself, I'm taking Creta, which I need for a mission. Of course, their capital Venice for trade center, and also Istra, which is trade center, as well as the connection. AE, people don't really care about that. I'll immediately add all of this province to the trade company in Venice. Repulse the Republic is give me 50 trade power in Constantinople and 5 base tax in Greek culture provinces. With 20% trade power in Venice, I can collect trade here instead of Ragusa. And I'll send my trade ships to protect trade there. Remember, my overextension, pretty high, is minimizing the trade impact I'm having from this, but still should be decent. 16.5. 18.8, and we will be scaling this. I have 2 years of truce with the Ottomans, 3 years of truce with Hungary, and 4 years truce with Mamluks, which means it's a perfect moment to attack Poland, especially that I can get both of these two guys into war. For Moscow, just ask them to prepare for war. Because we are at war. That's not even my war. But I think anyway, both should be willing to help me. Look, just Moscow will be enough. Go for Caucasus. If Nikopol, you go there. You go here. So I'm hitting meal points cap. So how about we take it and we recruit immediately 4,000 of cannons. Another improved relations coming from deploy ideas. So now I have 140% of it stacked. Let's check the quality of Polish troops, because they are overstacking a lot in Podole. I don't think that should be an easy battle, but I might be terribly mistaken. Okay, 5.1, 3.6 morale. There's just no chance they could win with us. Is this a wipe on Polish troops? It is. And I think we should be getting really close to get out of this war. You know, reducing the Polish amount of troops to just 11k might be of help. How about we get rid of Brandenburg first? And then we get rid soon of Poland. And I wanted to do that fast because 2 months ago my truce with the Ottomans already ended. So let's just go ahead here. Get out of this Austria war. I don't have time for this. I'm gonna feed Transylvania with Wallachia provinces. So our extension is minimal. Looks like Lithuania broke free in the meantime. This stack will prepare to attack Hungary soon. While here I will gonna take care of Kandar and then Ottomans. Tech 7 is second idea group, which is gonna be definitely admin for the cooperation cost. Before I give these two nations plenty of provinces, by the way, you keep losing this, plenty of provinces, I need to make them both loyal, because they might get more disloyal by getting so much more development. I'll just do this and this, and then we're gonna retract try to inheritance in both. The ruler is 58 and 58 years old, so they should both die soon. It's your time, Hungary. Let's go for reconquest of Kilia Fault. I have to definitely prioritize receiving Philippe from them. For the Ottomans themselves, all of the cores are my subjects. This province is for ourselves and this province for ourselves. See, this keeps fixing the borders. Let's start Cordius. Yeah, I lack admin mana because I just invested into tech. It's fine. I'll be anyway taking from Hungary mostly provinces for Transylvania. Reconquest of Bulgaria is making it accepted culture and giving me a general and claims on Wallachia and Moldavia. By the way, my party health rate is already at 100. First great power, not a problem. It's just Byzantium. War of Hungary should allow us to shorten truce with Venice. I just want Zara. Nobody cares what I take from Hungary, so I'm taking a lot. Yep. Just in the meantime, advancing Illyricum is giving me plenty of claims in Italy. While here in the east, I'm doing two things at the same time. I'm gonna release yet another subject, Syria. I was thinking about Aquilino, but no, let's do Syria. Could I do Aquilino? It might be the wrong, I think this is the wrong culture. Yeah, I cannot reach Aquilino. And I'm waiting for KoK to end with the Mamluks so I can attack. So in the meantime, I could attack on Naples for the conquest of Bari. Neither of you want to help, right? Austria would like to help. Let's just ask them to prepare for war, declare it, and let's have some fun. You know, it's going so fast, I missed another mission. Venetian Avarice. Oh, that's a nice one. I can even reduce its development by 75% and for every dev gets 75 ducats. Or I can simply be able to create Galeas, the special naval unit of Venice added in the previous patch. 17% of it, they have galley compatibility. Yeah, there it goes, Eretna is already inherited, making the borders a bit better. And I can even immediately go ahead and state these promises. Can we win with 34,000 of Portuguese and Castilians? Do they even have tech? They have tech. Surprising for Castile. I'm not so sure if we can win with that much of enemies. They have the same morale as us. This Treviso fort is pretty much saving me. Now there's a chance we can catch them somewhere to wipe them. I think they're going to this province in Tango. Oh, hello there, Mr. Portugal. Let's just make sure to regain the leader here. And you did see, yeah, the Castilian troops are running north. Let's sack wipe them as well. I have just 1.5 more year of my expansion impact bonus, so I want to leverage it. In this PC, we just need more war score. In the meantime, Mamluks. Do you want to give all of the Syrian cores back? Yes, they do want to give all of the cores back. Yes, Syria is absolutely loyal, and they also have the inheritors' rights retracted. So once the ruler dies, they'll be also annexed. Castilian Navy, I don't think you have any chance of doing anything. Well, they are trying hard. They tried nicely. Rushing Toledo to piece this out on time. Easy peasy. Got 41% war score. Is it enough to take what you want? Not yet, but we have time until October to improve it. Okay, we've got 16th of October. 50% war score is all we could do. I really want to take Malta, plus all of these claims. Malta is obviously a monument we want to leverage. AE, people don't care. So the Eastern Roman Empire keeps growing. What is this mission? I assume it's I recover Magna Graecia, Admiral plenty of perma claims. The event Greco-Italy, which is changing the culture in Calabria to Greco. Now it's about conquering Northern Africa and Northern Italy. That is also good enough with this premises added to trade company for another merchant. The next diplomatic idea, I couldn't take it before pissing out. Province Roscoe cost and co-creation cost. So how about we cancel this? It's 222 admin mana, cancel, and core again, 311. There's no time to waste, I'm gonna go for the conquest of Trabzon. And let's deal with KoK right now. Good night, Mr. Karakun, taking all of my claims, and even more than that. And this is because we're gonna reach another two subjects, which is gonna be... Ooh, that's a tough choice. Aquilino, as well as Iraq. So Aquilino has pretty much no more cores, one more. So it's someone to annex soon. And Iraq has cores all around here. Now the question is there... Yeah, that's not gonna be easy to make them pronoias. This gives me missions prices of the lasers, even more perma claims. And the event Ponting Empire, which gives me Trebizond upgrades. Thank you. And Avenge 1701 is about conquering these provinces, I believe. Gav capacity, permaclaims from Maastricht region, culture conversions and extend to Anatolia region, but a slower pace. And Memories of Manzingen happens, which gives me some culture, Turkish culture, so 100 diplo points because I have already accepted. Or I'll get the events Fire more often, or Turkish Janissaries. Yeah, let's just fire these events are more often. If I improve my Mill Advisor to level 2, you will see that I unlock a mission called the Theme System, which gives me 150 mill points. So I'm gonna hit the points cap. How about before I do that, I recruit 2 generals. That one is not bad. That's still worse than the others. Let's go ahead and click this mission, which is gonna give me unlock the Vim system guarantee form, which is state maintenance, manpower in the primary culture, manpower in the accepted cultures 25%, and also government mechanic Eugenis land rights is that privilege, which is no longer costing maximum absolutes and will provide us 10% force limit. Okay, I think I need to take the guarantee form first. Yeah, it's tier 5 and I'm still at tier 4. So just pick the tier 4 first. This is gonna be yearly party authority or more diplomats. Let's go for, because I have max yearly party authority anyway. Let's go for the diplomats, and now we are saving for the Vim system. So you see, now we have choice between preview of the branch of the Vim system. It's either centralized branch or decentralized branch. Centralized branch is giving me Varangian Guards, so a special merc company, boost of Pronoias, as well as some bonuses to our soldiers. While decentralized branch is giving us mill points, reduced cost of army organizer, army professionalism, and army organizer advisor type will now additionally provide minus 3% merit cost per advisor level. The number of pronoias increased and different bonuses to pronoias. And finally, bonus to our mercs. So this is for like merc gameplay. I think I will go for the centralized, just because I'm not using mercs almost at all. Yep, let's just go and confirm the centralized path, and I can right away take the Restore Byzantium Navy, which is giving a couple of bonuses. We gotta go west, don't we? This is my peace against Tunis. Getting more and more of the terrains. Let's just go ahead and start coring. I don't have enough mana actually to core everything, but it's fine. And I will add key provinces to the trade companies. This, and this, which should be just enough to get us, yet another merchant. Full annexation Venice. It's a tough topic. There are a lot of nations that potentially could join the coalition. But I will take that risk. I think it might be wise to immediately attack Poland to avoid them joining the coalition. Oh, that got me the achievement. I forgot about it. Last Crusade. So just making sure Venice does not exist. From Commonwealth, I want to take all of my claims, which is provinces in Moldavia, as well as reparations. It is minimal. Well, you see, I probably should have taken 1 or 2 less provinces from Venice, but this is all good, guys. This is all under control. Keep in mind, we still have insane amount of improved relation bonuses. What should help us is getting more allies that are actually strong, and one of this is gonna be England. Constantinople is indeed a city of the world's desire. This mission is gonna get me tax, production, manpower, buildings updated. My tax building is already updated, so I'm gonna get 2 base tax instead. Then it's gonna get promising governing cost, local governing increased cost, and centralize of wealth, which is allowing me to concentrate development for no losses, and finally expand the Bosphorus tolls decision. So this has 42 development already. And look, Basilica, trade depot, training fields, and counting house. All of that in this project. It's earning 7 ducats by its own. Third admin AGS cooperation cost, so I'm gonna get it up to 50%, minus 50%. But also party authority, it's already 100, and missionary strength. Missionary strength is gonna be definitely of use to convert all of this. New synods, which requires me to build up the country. So a lot of missions in Byzantium are really around playing toll. It's giving me strength and religious estate privileges is making minus 15 stab cost modifier. I don't think I'm using this, but stability is gonna be obvious. You see, I'm using 4 diplomats right now to keep improving relations with outreach countries to make sure that I will get them out of current or possible future coalitions. And I also want to avoid nations like Hungary joining the coalitions. That's why I'm attacking them immediately once the truce ended. Guys, Moscow is trolling us. They attacked war on Genoa. Did they make them a tributary? No. But they did give me Genoa and Nice. Did they at least have a... Yeah, at least I had a perma claim on these provinces. I did dissolve the coalition, but I'm really worried that it's gonna come back. But at least I'm at war with Hungary, Mamluks, and Ottomans, which are our key enemies right now. Annexation of Transylvania is finished. Makes the borders much better. So replacing Tripoli should give me a mission for the conquest of Tunisia, which gives me more of navies, gaff capacity, galley combat ability, but more importantly claims, perma-claims again, on Iberia and Maghreb. We're gonna start getting fun in the western parts of the Roman Empire, but before that we gotta deal with the eastern parts. So these peace deals, gotta make the borders better and better, and then we gotta piece out the Mamluks, and I have a way to conquer a lot of them at once. First step is peace out, taking all of the perma-claims ahead here, which gives me yet another mission, Antioch and Jerusalem, which is prestige, global mission versus heavens, perma-claims in Egypt, an additional patriotic for consecrating, but I'm at max anyway for ages. And now, where did their capital move? It moved here and it has 0 defenders as it's a new capital. That's why I'll go ahead and attack Cyprus. Ah, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Give me diplomat. Yeah, I should have not cleared that. Take this. Go straight for that capital immediately. And I'll use that to just clear borders and get Cyprus, while I'll get a white piece on the Mamluks to go and conquer them fully in 5 years again. Oh, we immediately inherited from Syria. Apparently they really died. That is not helping with name placement, but it will be fixed, especially with Cyprus conquered and Germian. Look, they're really 76 years old. He just doesn't want to die. Not taking too much from Hungary, as I didn't want France to potentially be able to join the coalition. Let's just go ahead and piece them out for these provinces, which I think they are counting towards the Roman Empire formation, which will be pretty sure my goal for the second video on this series. Since I'm beginning to hurt from amount of the rebels, I'll change my strategy a bit. For the provinces that I'm not stating, I'm simply gonna start increasing the autonomy. It's just from, oh, not this one, it's just from 90 to 100 to minimize amount of the rebels to deal with. Building up again toll to increase our production income, getting more workshops, is giving me production efficiency, free mercantilism, and another 2 mercantilism for loyalty of Emperor Y. With my AE very high in Europe, I'll focus now on getting all of these terrains. So I'll attack Morocco, which you get also Jared into the war. The Royal Purple is one of the most important missions for Byzantium. It's of course stab cost, splendor. Athens are getting an event, you'll see that in a second, to produce dice, and just a reminder, dice price is 4 ducats, so it's helpful. But more importantly, Royal Purple allows us to change the color to Roman Empire. So that's the first step to form the Roman Empire, right? Change the color. Full annexing Morocco might not create the best borders, but this is a very temporary issue because I can immediately go ahead and bring them back to life, because they're, hope they're not too big to be a Pronoia. They are not too big to be a Promoia, they're just too disloyal. Just go ahead and placate local rulers and death cling them once. Then we have to quickly create a Pronoia here. And I do also retract the right to inheritance, but that won't be easy to achieve. And now it's time to go after Karakoyunlu. We'll go for the conquest of Baghdad. When you see so many wars in this tab here, you know that the campaign is going on really good. And look, this is what I'm gonna take from the Mamluks. All of these provinces will only cost me 96 admin mana to core. The last, guys, I can take the Vim system, which is, as you remember, a lot of manpower, so our maximum power increase from 91,000. It's a couple of days, if not a month tick. 91.8, 101,000. Then from, I think it was Eugenis. This, besides gaff capacity, which I need, I'll take also force limit and max absolute, so it's not taking an absolute in the end. We should also def a few times just to not hit the point cap, just to get our crownland above 20. There it goes, to keep our subjects a bit more loyal. I also think this whole mechanic of annexing subjects automatically is buggy. I believe the ruler died and probably one of the provinces were occupied, so it just didn't work. Same with Germia, and remember their ruler was like 70-ish years old, now they have regency. This is not the best era I've ever imagined. And it's another one I have to disinherit to get someone better, the prestige hearts. Conquest of Egypt is actually giving me 5 more of armies and stability, as well as many more perma claims around the place. And from Karakum, we're gonna take all of this and provinces around here. Now this is for a few reasons. I definitely need to release 2 new subjects, yes, another 2, which is gonna be Armenia around the north. The gameplay is very much based on the subjects, guys. As well as I want to release something here. Luristan, but it looks like Luristan just got released. We have to find another nation that we want to release. How about to release Georgia here? And I want to do that to unlock ourselves strong duchies that we just lost. To make everyone a bit more loyal. And you know what, guys? I'm gonna annex Germian manually. It looks all good now. Just take a look at our players map. That looks better than I expected. 1507. The mission is for all the rivers, for conquering the provinces here, which is additional stability for us. Now, before I end today, I want to do 2 additional wars. One against Castile to take these provinces and maybe the monument. Another one against Pope to take Rome, to know how many more provinces I will need to form Roman Empire. Control the Pronoias, giving me 100 from progress, which is very useful with my average autonomy. And now, established Pronoias will be non-hereditary by default. That might be useful. Inheriting Pronoia gives 5% crownland. Our Pronoia establishment will get, I don't need it, and Pronoia will get 5%, no. So either crownland or non-hereditary by default. I'll go for the crownland, it should be of huge use. While the Varangian Guard is gonna give us morale damage for 20 years and a special Varangian Guard merc stack. There goes my last peace deal today. Is this what I want to take? I think so. I guess the expansion is almost right. You see, France can join the coalition. What if we do not take Almeria? They still can. What if instead we do not take Salerno? Okay, good. I just don't want to risk things with France. Take all of this. The provinces in Morocco obviously are going to our subject, which is already a Pronoia that will be annexed when the ruler dies. You see, now that I own Rome, I can check how many more provinces I need in these regions to form one empire, and you see we have 189 out of 425 minimum needed. So this is definitely something for the next video. Okay guys, I think this is where I'm gonna end. 2000 great power score. This is our players map mode, since we have Morocco, Iraq, Akkoyunlu, and Armenia subjects in our hands. And this is just the beginning. In the next video, if you hit a like, just let me know that you do enjoy this crazy campaign. I think that's one of the most pleasant, if not the most pleasant campaigns I ever had. We're gonna continue this and speedrun forming Roman Empire in the next episode, maybe in the next 50 years, hopefully. So thank you so much for watching today. Obviously, leave a comment if you have any feedback. I know that probably made some mistakes, but it's standard. And subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future content. Bye!